Hello, my name is Cynthia Vanucci. I'm your instructor for the Summer Hospitality Negotiations and Sales class. And I wanted to go over the syllabus with you because I know we read it, but sometimes it's a little bit more interesting if you have a video recording on it. So it's actually Mother's Day here, so I'm a little tired from all my gardening work, but I thought let's go ahead and get this recorded and uploaded so that you have it by May the 14th, because class starts on May 22nd. So welcome. Anyway, I'm providing for you, if you'll note, I'll go ahead and use the cursor. Here is my information so that you can access me. I will be in the office before I head out to teach in Prague. So please know that you can call me at my office number here, the 556-3367. There's my cell phone number. If you text me, would you please include your name and the class number? There, of course, is the fax number. And, okay, I admit it. I don't like to take any calls after 9 p.m. because I'm tired. I've been grading and working all day, and, well, I just need the break. So here's my office hours. I'll be with you Monday through, basically Monday through Thursday, May 16, 17, 18, and then May 22nd, the class starts through the 25th. I have from 3 to 5 because I am teaching a Maymester class that goes from 9 until 2 p.m. On May 31st, I'll have office hours. I'd like to correct this. Please know that on May 31st, I'll have office hours from 11 to 5. And on June 1st, right here where it says 10:30 to 5, I won't have any. All right, class begins on May 22nd. Here's your class description over here. Excuse me, went up too quickly. The class description is such that it's a 2-track class. Boy, am I having trouble with the computer. It's a 2-track class. One track is teaching you about sales. One track is teaching you about negotiation. And as a result, I have 2 books, one on conflict management and one that talks about the hospitality, sales, and marketing office. You'll be using both books, especially for discussion questions and for quizzes. You're going to want to be able to access that. Okay, here's my teaching philosophy. I really care about you as an individual, but we have 32 people in this class, and so I have to kind of move you along the best I can as a group. And that's why the class is, if you will, timed. It starts on a Sunday, ends on a Wednesday, starts on a Wednesday, starts on a Sunday. So when we look at the schedule, you may find that we start first with conflict management, and your first quiz will take place on a Wednesday. Then we start Wednesday, and your next quiz for the hotel sales book will start on a Wednesday. All right, so what's our course objectives? There's 5 of them. Once again, I seem to be having a little trouble here. And that is we want to be able to prepare and conduct negotiations, analyze the methods of judgment decision-making before and after negotiations, and analyze your environment, your the technological, cultural classes, negotiation, and sales environments. Let's see if I can move down without jumping around too much. 4 is analyze effective communication skills. And number 5, compare and contrast creative methods in negotiations and sales. We're going to do that in a couple of formats, so let's talk about those assignments. So in this class, there will be 10 quizzes throughout the summer semester. It's short, starts May 22nd, ends June 24th. Each quiz is true, false, or multiple choice, worth 10 questions or 10 points each. Then we have some case studies that you'll answer. The case studies are that students will answer the question, share their thoughts, and then somebody will post to it. So there are 13 of those, and the way it is that you answer a question, then you post a response based on somebody else's answer. And more than just the typical I agree or I disagree, you won't get any points that way. I want you to be able to say, well, I've thought about this situation, or this is how I've used it before, etc. Okay, so in order to keep our 2 tracks on this class, we have an interview with a salesperson, the hotel catering tourism salesperson interview. And a lot of students ask me, who can I interview? You could interview a Lyft driver, an Uber driver. You could go to a DMC, a car rental company, a hotel catering person, a hotel salesperson. And for salespeople, many times people wonder, how exactly do they find their customers? Well, This particular assignment will have 6 sections to it, and you want to be able to ask how a salesperson qualifies prospects. A prospect is not a customer yet. And then we want to find out, how do they prepare for that sales call when they're meeting this prospect? Are they preparing for the sales call in person? Are they doing it online like we're doing here with a YouTube video or a Skype presentation possibly? And, salespeople have to meet quotas. For many salespeople, they have to improve their sales production and their revenue dollars each quarter, maybe, depending on what's happening economically. How do they determine who are their high sales priority goals? Sometimes it's about a customer that has a great potential of business, or maybe it's a customer who's an existing one, and you want to make sure that you don't lose them. There are certain tactics that people use to save time. I know a lot of salespeople will go through calendar training so they can allocate time as to how long it would take for each project. And then, here's the part. What is your overall impression of the interview? Did you go to their office? Did you collect collateral material? How professional was this salesperson? Did they dress like a slob? Salespeople represent a product, and if you come across somebody that doesn't match with their product offering, that could be problematic. You'll need to send to me who you're going to email or who you're going to interview via an email by May 31st. Okay, let's go down to the second track, which is over here in the movie reaction paper. So I have you watch a movie called The Negotiator. I hope you'll accept my apologies that it's a dated movie. But for many of you, you may not have seen the movie, and I love what Hollywood does. Hollywood does a super job of bringing out every single negotiation tactic there could possibly be. And you're going to find 9 of them that are embedded in the movie. And those 9 come from a list of tactics that will be in Blackboard or sent to you. I'm going to try and finish my grades tomorrow and send those to you as soon as possible. But you're going to look for 9 tactics, and there's about 35 of them. You're going to define the tactics in your paper, and you're going to tell me how they were used. You're going to define them, and then you're going to tell me, did they work in the movie or didn't they? So the video is available via the media library in Blackboard, and it can be found under The Negotiator. The movie has 2 really good actors in it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of foul language. Let me apologize for that. It's Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey. I think they do a really good job. You're going to need to read your homework assignments in order to respond to those discussion questions. So make sure that you're reading and that you're giving it some thought to the way people are answering the question. And, it's how we participate online. So let's move on down to the grading of this class. So there's a total of, and it looks to me, yep, we got the points correctly. The maximum amount of points you can get in this class is 530. I have a 10% spread. There is no pluses and minuses in the HTE department. That makes it a lot easier for everybody. So you can have a 10% spread from 477 points to 530 for an A. And there is 476 is B. That's a max out for B. And I don't curve. So if you get 476, you'll get a B. And the same thing if you get 423, you're going to get a C. So if it were up to me, I'm encouraging you, do the very best you can so you can get that A. I normally have people that do very well in this class, and I think it's something because they can apply the negotiation skills almost immediately. So we have sections in the syllabus that talk about academic dishonesty with a link, students with disabilities and a link. There's also all the administrative policies. If you have questions about withdrawing, if you have questions about attendance during religious holidays, student email policies, sexual misconduct policies, the links are all there for you. There's our schedule. Now, I mentioned to you that I do a Wednesday-Sunday rotation, And the very first week, of course, I'd like you to review this syllabus online. I'm going to send it to you early because Blackboard doesn't officially open until May 22nd. And I want you to have a general idea of what's going on in the class before it starts, because it moves so quickly that before you know it, the class is over. So once again, 2 books, and you'll have your first quiz on the 24th, so that is a Wednesday, your first quiz with conflict management, and you'll notice that I use the abbreviation CM for that book, conflict management, and you'll notice that I use the term sales for your sales book. We will not use every chapter in the book because I have determined in order to meet the learning objectives, we can go with certain chapters. So there you have it. I listed under modules 1 and 2. Here we go with, you are starting to get more involved with your, you're going to need to select your hotel salesperson. I have put online via YouTube your explanation of the movie reaction and your interview assignments. And before you know it, right down here on this page, 621, I give you the week to catch up with all your assignments so that they're not considered late. So what I do is I open them up so you can catch up on a quiz, or you can catch up on, not quizzes, but all your assignments. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to present to you the directions on the syllabus, and I'm hoping that if you have questions, you can feel free to text me or give me a call. Call me at the office at 303-556-3367, or you can call me on my cell phone, 720-496-8450. Have fun. I think you'll enjoy the class, and I appreciate you joining me this summer. Take care. Bye.